To start this truck, big green switch right here, then big red button. There we go.
Nice.
This is the parking brake.
So you don't need a key for this truck at all?
No. And there are no keys. So that's something that I've been thinking about putting on, or just having a kill switch.
You don't have a single key for this truck? Like,
not one.
Getting in the doors, nothing?
No. The military doesn't sell the trucks with keys for the locks on the cab.
Huh.
So the only keys that I have are for everything else that I put on, my rear door and then all my storage boxes.
Can you add an ignition?
You can.
I mean, you can, of course.
I was going to do electric locking doors. That way I don't have to replace the door handles, because I even tried to get keys made and they said, no, we don't make for this. So
yeah.
Okay, I took it to 3 different places. This is the central tire inflation, so I can see that my tires are perfectly fine for highway right now. Then I can just press for cross country or snow, sand, and these are telling me I've got problems. This is my brake, and then it is electronic, so I just press drive, and now I'm in drive.
And then you have to release, you've already released the brake?
Already released the brake, so
okay.
It's off the gas. Pretty smooth.
I would be interested in riding in this on the highway.
It's just like this.
Yeah.
It's more quiet because I'm in 7th gear at that point.
Yeah. I also, yeah, I can tell right away that your suspension is stiffer than mine.
Much. Everything on mine is rigid, or yours is more flexible.
Yeah.
Like my frame is a rigid frame, yours is a flexible frame. My suspension is a lot heavier duty, because these used to carry a lot of weight.
Yeah.
Like even if I put a water tank on the back, I wouldn't have to change anything on the truck.
So if I had a 2450L, mine would be the same way. Okay. But I have a troop carrier that was meant to like have people in the rear.
Okay, got it. Yeah. Because this was the van body, it's a little bit more heavy duty, but even the troop carriers was still built the same way.
Yeah.
There's no flex in the actual chassis or anything. So it's a different design for the same outcome, which is be able to go over anything.
Yeah. Yeah, I like how sturdy these are. As of right now, it's very militant in here and like bare bones, but I can't wait to see what you make of it with different trims and when all of this is done.
I'm going to be adding more insulation up here and then making a center console with my center Garmin screen.
Yeah.
And then I'll take it out and put it in the back.
So you're going to build a box out of steel that kind of comes out and will drop down or whatever.
And then I'll probably have a net right here to just store goodies. I like to snack when I drive.
Yeah.
And then I'm probably going to do the roof in the back in like a Patagonia blanket, like old school Native American patterns.
Yeah.
Something kind of fun. Green's my favorite color, so I wasn't going to paint these black or anything. I like the little bit of military with some nice accoutrement.
Yeah.
So these black, nice leather seats that have TVs in the back of them, which I'm never going to use or watch.
Yeah.
But they've got heated and air conditioned functions that I just have to set up. And then this will be like I'll put an actual good dog bed that I make to fit the space.
Yeah.
Because this is where my dog usually sits. And then obviously flooring. I still am going to do another level of insulation. Yeah, like yours is more agile over everything.
Mine floated a lot more.
Yeah.
Then right now I'm noticing my fucking window tint was very nice.
Very.
Because yeah, the sun just coming right through. This guy in the 4Runner's probably like, what the hell?
What are these guys doing?
Oh, is he taking a video?
Did you go that way or this way?
No, he's not straight.
Straight? Okay. Yeah. But everything is easy and pretty dummy proof. So obviously this is an automatic. All my systems read everything out. I don't have a turbo gauge, but I have basically everything else I need. I'm going to change this and put in air conditioning.
Yeah.
And the air conditioning units are built, they're 28,000 BTU. So they're built to have no insulation in these, to be inside the desert.
Yeah.
So they're way overpowered.
28,000 BTU is crazy.
And they have a more powerful one too, which people refer to as the Gen 2.
Do you know how many amps that pulls at 28,000?
I do not. It's 24 volt, so at least that's a good thing.
I'm sure it pulls like fucking
A fair amount, but
I feel like it would probably pull 60, 70 amps at that level.
so most of it is engine run. So there's a belt that you put on, so at least it's not doing all of the work electrically.
Okay, yeah.
So I'm not going to put it in first. First is my grinding gear, but I'm just going to leave it in second.
Yeah.
Like, it doesn't care what you're on, it just goes over.
Did you hit the diff?
No, that's the pump stop that I was telling you about.
Oh. Yeah, it felt like hitting the diff.
No. I got an extra 2 inches of ground clearance over you, I think.
No.
No?
At the diffs? Hell no.
What are you at the diffs?
I have fucking portal axles.
Okay. I have bigger tires.
I'm at like 22 inches.
I'm at 22 inches
below
at the diff.
We'll measure that.
Okay.
I for sure have more clearance, especially when I go up to my bigger tire size.
And when you go to the bigger tire size, 100% you'll have more.
But as of right now, I know that I have more. I know 100% I have more. Even with my 2-inch smaller tires right now.
Yeah, it could be. I'm pretty sure I'm actually at 21. I measured it not too long ago.
Yeah. Yeah, my portals add 4 or 5 inches.
Yeah.
Nice. You can just run over all the things.
All the things, like this little sandcastle.
Yeah. Yeah, pick my line.
I'm gonna make my own line.
I feel like yours stayed a bit more flat through that than mine.
I'm also probably an additional 3,000 pounds, so I could have just evened it out.
Yeah.
Did you go down this?
I did not.
Oh, we went back.
Yeah, we went back the same way. You gonna run over the plant life?
I love nature, so I'm gonna avoid as much.
Turn radius.
It's yours is better. I will give you that. The shorter wheelbase definitely helps, but for how big this vehicle is,
yeah,
this is better than my F-150.
Yeah,
which is stupid. But yeah, a little bit of sway. But the moment that we get on the highway, it's not even the same comparison.
Yeah, no, mine is gonna be straight still. Mine is not even comparable to yours on the highway.
Yeah.
Yours probably rides like a school bus, and mine rides like a fucking rock crawler.
I don't know. I was still doing 75 down the I-15.
Yeah.
But yeah.
No, I'm saying yours probably rides as flat as a school bus does.
Oh, yeah. And plus it's flat in the front like one, so the view is awesome.
Yeah.
It's basically like watching a TV, except for the amount of bugs that I have on mine.
Yeah.
And the crack. But also, I don't have the air seats, so everything that you feel is what it is. At least your seats absorb some of it. But off-road, I don't know if I'd want air seats or not.
Yeah. No, I probably won't do air seats moving forward. I might do Shieldmans and keep the air bases.
Okay.
But not totally sure on that yet.
Yeah.
I do want to replace the current seats with something better. But I don't know if I want to pay Shieldman prices. So if I can get some sort of sponsorship, that'd be sick.
And that's why, like, so Shieldman, hear that? Put those in his truck. His truck's gonna go everywhere. Shameless plug. But different design idea, very similar execution.
Yeah.
Like, it's not like mine was way firmer on a lot of that, and it's not like yours was way softer on a lot of that.
Yeah.
But the frames themselves are radically different.
Yeah. Yeah, you'd win in a drag race for sure.
Oh.
There's no doubt about it. Especially with the smoothness of your transmission and the amount of time it takes for me to shift between gears.
Yeah. And if I want to just have a better ride, I would just press cross country and then I drive and it gets better.
Yeah.
I don't have to go out and spend that 20 minutes.
Yeah, CTIS is a beautiful thing.
Yeah. What's nice is it tells me when there is an issue.
Yeah.
So when you spotted that I had something in the tire and I heard it, I looked down and everything was flashing.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, probably should have paid attention.
And what are we in right now? Are we in an off-road setting?
No, we're just in highway mode.
Highway tire mode?
Yeah.
Nice.
And I'm in third gear, just cruising along.
Okay.
Oh, this is all the lights. So, like your truck, it also is blacked out all the time. So
Yeah.
I do that. Now I've got reverse lights and brake lights. We were driving with nothing.
I actually deleted my blackout switch.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, well, I had to bypass it because it failed. It failed, and I can't buy another one. They don't exist. Nowhere on Earth. No secondhand ones.
That is the thing. It does, especially since we're in North America, parts are harder for your truck.
Yeah.
If we were in Germany, it'd probably be pretty easy to get Unimog parts.
Yeah, it would be very easy to get Unimog parts in Germany.
Let's see, now that we've got basically no one. Foot to the floor. $30.
40.
40. And at high speeds, this thing takes bumps really well.
Yeah.
And the brakes, I didn't want to put it all the way because everything in the back, I knew that it was just going to slide around.
I would say my brakes are pretty comparable to that.
Yeah, yours were really good too. Which is crazy that trucks these big, the brakes are as good as they are.
Yeah, which is fucking very helpful because there are dumbasses on the highway. Luckily, we see over most of them.
Cuts you off, and they're like, what's the problem? I gave you 5 feet to brake from 60 miles an hour.
Yeah.
So Tesla and BMW drivers were watching you. It's always one of those two, at least in California.
How would you air down the tires to 0?
To 0? Well, I would set it to this, and this is 15, and then I would go out and have to do it manually. But I would never really want mine at 0.
No, if you like had to fit in a shipping container or whatever the fuck, or like fit in a space if you ever needed to go to 0.
That I'd have to do manually.
Yeah.
But right now at 15, I mean that drops a couple inches.
Yeah.
This truck itself, I can't take off the boxes easy like some of the manufactured boxes.
Yeah.
So I would do roll on, roll off on cargo ships rather than put it into a storage container, which is a little bit more money.
What a wild view that is.
I know. It's looks like Mars with this big dumb silver spaceship right here.
Yeah. My truck doesn't look as proportional as yours. Park yours actually right behind mine. Like literally right behind. What a crazy thing. But yeah, I'm curious. The side profile is gonna.
Yeah, should be interesting. And then to turn it off, no key, so you just big green switch.
Nice.
And then pull the parking brake. But yeah, everything is pretty much automated. It's a pretty easy system. Considering this was built in the 90s, like having this in the 90s is wild.
Yeah.
But turn off the lights and we're good.
Sick.
So what do you think?
I think I wish mine was a bit more stiff, but I don't hate the way mine is compared to yours. Like I don't hate yours as I like both of ours individually.
They're different, but they're both nice.
Yeah.
In my head.
Yeah. I like both of them. Some like in a lot of aspects I wish that mine was as stiff as this truck is.
Yeah.
Oh, it was totally zoomed in the whole fucking time too. Yeah.
That's fine.
That was like 1.5. I totally enjoy how stiff this whole truck is, and mine just happens to sway a lot more. But it is what it is.
Yeah.
I can't really change that about mine drastically anytime soon.
And that's just also how the Unimog is designed, which when you're traveling, if we didn't have boxes on the back, that is a significantly better off-roader. Mm-hmm. But with boxes, I think this catches up a little bit. Yeah. Just because of how much weight is now on the back. You don't have it. The flexibility you don't utilize as much.
And yours was built to like go places with a huge load on it.
Yeah, and mine comes with a box on. Like the M1079s, you get it with the box. So it was designed this way. Yeah. Which is a little bit different.
Yeah, and you're used to taking loads all the time.
Yeah, just like you when you were in the Navy. You